Tory Lanez guilty on all charges. I thought that nigga had 147 charges. 3.
All 3 charges for the 2020 shooting incident of one Meg the Stallion.
Of one person.
Yeah. So that motherfucker going to jail.
On the next episode of Barbecue Canadian Bacon.
Yeah. But yeah, that shit came out. It was a highly publicized case. Everybody had an opinion about the case. I personally didn't think he'd be found guilty. I didn't really care when I heard the news. I wasn't all that broken up. I mean, it was a motherfucker who did otherwise ignorant shit. I don't know how you on trial for a gun charge and you find the time to beat a motherfucker up backstage during a concert. I don't know how those things happen. I'm just saying that motherfucker is not worried about his freedom, so neither will I.
This was not the OJ.
Cry about
this was not the OJ case of 2022.
No, I mean, even though I don't really know how motherfuckers talked about OJ back then, other than like it was like us against them. This was kind of like, well, that bitch be lying and that nigga ain't shit. So I mean, we'll let them battle it out. I mean, I don't know. This shit literally played out like bum fights. Like I really didn't care who won. I put a wager in because that's what you do. But I didn't really give a shit. It had no overarching ramifications on the dynamics between men and women, black men and black women. It shouldn't have.
They tried,
but it shouldn't have. It was too degenerative, volatile, non-role model black people that we shouldn't have been concerned with to begin with, that we concerned ourselves with, that we tried to stake some semblance of our communities standing on. And it was just a motherfucker. It was just a singer and a rapper that got into some bullshit because them two motherfuckers just get into bullshit. The end.
Sad is this is the biggest trial in Black America since OJ.
That is very sad. I don't know what happens when the already convicted felon gets another felony in a foreign country, but I don't think they just be like, "Hey, yo, look, don't worry about it, forget about it, as you were." I think they make examples of the motherfuckers, and I think they're gonna put that little motherfucker in jail, jail for a while.
Hey nigga, this Cell Block C version, this Cell Block C verse is gonna be the shit though. Nigga, R. Kelly versus Tory Lanez, nigga, jail is about to have the dopest verses in history.
Hey look. That's
gonna be a verses you can only listen to on Collect Calls. It's gonna be fucking dope.
Hey look. The inmates you have. Well, you accept this. If that's how they gotta do, if they gotta stop the verses because they gotta recharge their car to get some more minutes on that shit.
They both fucking they one out. They got to do it. They on 23-1. Whole verses in an hour.
Can't get on y'all time, boss. Hell no,
nigga. This is gonna be the most hilarious, longest yard version of verses ever, nigga.
Damn, nigga, you wasn't supposed to look. See, I gotta teach you niggas about these old obscure movie references. You was supposed to go from the longest yard to Silver Street, nigga. But in conclusion, Tory Lanez shot a bitch and he's guilty.
Well, in conclusion, Tory Lanez is guilty of shooting a bitch in the foot
because Jay-Z, Rock Nation,
because of Jay-Z and probably the Obamas. I think they in there somewhere.
Obama shot a bitch in the foot?
No, I was saying it was their fault. It was their fault that he got convicted of shooting the bitch in the foot.
Oh, yeah. Explain. So how was it Jay-Z's fault? What the fuck, Jay-Z? do about the shit? In Rock Nation, they back Tory Lanez. I mean, because they back
Jay-Z is the Illuminati. Illuminati is the control of everything, and so
no, this
so
nigga
facto.
got a more tangible reason. I'm assuming.
No, he don't. That man father got outside of court and blamed everybody for his son acting like an asshole on a regular basis.
Oh, this nigga was mocking his father.
No, nobody mocking his father. The boy father came outside and started calling everybody out for being guilty for railroading his son.
No, when this nigga said it's Jay-Z's fault, he was mocking his father. I thought he had a special point to add.
Oh.
No.
Who's in there?
Just that Jay-Z was blamed for Tory Lanez shooting Megan. Allegedly.
Jay-Z and the whole Rock Nation. You never anger a fucking Haitian. You just never anger a Haitian.
Or what? Or what?
Let alone a Canadian.
Fucking gonna get loud in front of the courthouse. What the fuck do you mean? Or what?
And or then what?
Didn't happen.
And then what? And then we get both y'all motherfuckers in jail. What do you mean? What do you mean? You gonna be loud and stupid like your son? So we gonna know where he got this dumbass shit from too?
I didn't say it was gonna be consequences that you couldn't deal with, nigga. I just said it's gonna be consequences and repercussions, nigga. However light they are. Do you want to deal with an irate Iranian? No.
I don't want to deal with an irate nobody.
Exactly. So that's
but don't go blaming nobody else for your son going to jail for shooting somebody when your son had a whole trial, and in that entire trial, your son never once stood up and said, I ain't shoot that bitch. Never, not one time. How you go to court? They say you shot that bitch, and you never, not one time, get up and say, no, I didn't.
Look, all the thugs just didn't want the bitch to be shot because she walked it off.
She was definitely twerking like 3 days later.
Fuck that. They showed that TMZ of her being interviewed standing up by the police. Just standing up. Shot in both feet.
I mean, in all fairness, she did lean a little bit.
No, she didn't.
She did get one of those. She was like, shit, ooh.
Oh, when she knew she was on camera, nigga. But before that, she just had the coat draped over her shit. She was just hobbling a little bit.
Hey, look, I ain't saying none of that shit. I don't know. I have no idea.
Then
I'm just saying. Are
you okay?
I'm just saying. That motherfucker did a bunch of stupid shit. And hey, look, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I don't know what else to tell you.
This some real under 6 feet shit. Like, had that nigga been 6'1", 6'2", he wouldn't be going through this shit.
Had he not did shit that would have been admissible under cross-examination, he could have got up there and told 12 people that he ain't shoot a motherfucker. But when you have a whole case and your lawyer says you didn't shoot nobody, but you never get up and say, I ain't shoot nobody, it's going to be hard to get found not guilty of that shit.
They say the reason a nigga was fucking even convicted is because of the defense, a witness that the defense called that nobody was trying to interview. That nigga got up in there and said, yeah, he shot the gun.
Yeah, he said it was a woman that shot the woman, but yeah, he had the gun too. But I don't know. I didn't see everybody, but yeah, when I looked around and he did have a gun. The little angry short guy, yeah, the small one. That didn't help.
One eyewitness, the fucking defense eyewitness, was the only reason this nigga's in jail, and they said nobody was calling that nigga up. Well,
nobody.
That nigga did a heel turn in the middle of a goddamn trial.
So, what is the lesson that we learned here, ladies and gentlemen? Never bring two bitches you sneaking and fucking together to a party like you cool. I don't give a fuck if you cool.
Hey, look. That ain't the lesson.
That is the lesson. That's the only
don't bring two bitches to a party that you sneaking and fucking. That you trying to fuck a third bitch at the party.
No.
Yeah. That's the only reason that it was an issue for him. No. He was cool. He went. He went to the party with two bitches he was sneaking fucking, and they were fine. Well, actually, I think he got that later. Whatever, but they were fine. Because they left. They left him there to fuck a whole new bitch, and they got together talking and got mad that he was gonna fuck the whole new bitch, and turned around and said, "Nope, you ain't finna get that pussy. Bring your ass over here so we can fight about you fucking us."
Right.
And he left like a fool.
That's the hiccup that happened.
Hey look. This is how funny life turns around. You was about to fuck a billionaire bitch, but got drug out by a multi-platinum single selling artist and her friend that you had already fucked.
Two of them that you already fucking, the motherfucking hairstylist. You was about to get you was about to hit that Kardashian lick, nigga. You was about to hit a Kardashian lick.
You know you'd have gave her a baby.
And you let Patty Mayonnaise and her hairdresser
That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. I mean, your life probably still would have been fucked up, but like fucked up in a much different way. Like, I don't know if Travis escaped jail, but they're gonna sue the shit out of him. So that's all he had to deal with. But he might be all right. You just fucked. and you gotta leave the country when you get out of jail. You know, ain't shit worse than having to do all your time at a place and then get out and they tell you to get out. Like, you repay your debt to society and then society be like, "Oh, yo, look, I know we even, but get the fuck out now." Like, I just repaid you. I thought we were good. No, we not. We not. We not. That's like going through all the couples counseling to get divorced. You mean I did all this work and you was gonna divorce me anyway. You dirty bitch.